Vou, qual?
I know.
Nice and crank it up right now for you guys.
Pra filmar a girafa, não eu.
You only have one.
Puta, no melhor lugar eu tô.
Pra mexer.
Por esse preço, tinha que ter uma americana me segurando e minha banana me dando água. You are American. Aqui, ó, você ainda nem aqui, ó. Ó. Good.
Bacon,
No final de semana é muito cheio o parque, não dá.
Alright guys, while Alexis is getting situated, I am going to have a couple of rules we got to go over that I need to make sure that you guys are following for the duration of the tour. Number one is going to be the most important. This is a moving vehicle. While this vehicle is moving, please stand still. We need to make sure that both feet stay in the truck bed. We are not allowed to stand along the railing. Both feet in the truck bed or crisscross applesauce. And I need one hand holding onto something. You can hold onto the grate, to the wood, or to the pole. Doesn't matter. Just one hand holding onto something, okay?
Segura ela em algum lugar.
Something on the truck. Let me make sure I specify.
Aqui, é isso?
Como? If you guys drop anything over the side, even if it's just a piece of plastic that you guys don't care about, please let me know as soon as possible. We don't want our animals to accidentally ingest it, okay? Lastly, we're going to go around tighter turns, and these things called cattle gaps that get a little bit more narrow. When we do that, please watch your hands and your arms. Try to keep them inside the truck so we don't hit our fingers on anything, okay? If anybody has, if you start to feel unwell, if you get a tummy ache, a headache, if you feel like you're going to faint, if you've got a splinter in your finger, I don't care what it is, let me know. We can get first aid out here to meet you guys, okay? Alright, that's the hard part. This is a 65 or 30-minute tour.
Pronto, já avisa logo então na final que ela já te dá.
If you guys have any questions,
De graça,
please
por
ask them. I'd love to
$70.
answer, okay? Everybody go ahead and hold on for me. Go ahead and hold on for me, baby.
Segura.
Perfect. We're good.
Uau.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not no.
Quem vai manter a russa, isso aqui é um carrinho. Que lugar da hora que eu peguei.
Now we do get up to a whopping 5 miles an hour today for you speed demons. We're good. It's going to be a nice bumpy road. Right here is a cattle gap. This is a psychological barrier for our animals. That's the hardest part. All right, guys. The first animal we're going to see today is the most dangerous. You guys look over to the driver's side. You're going to see the human. Before the species, I know, they get super temperamental, especially the hotter and humid it gets. So just use a little caution when you interact with them throughout the day, okay?
Ela falou que o animal mais perigoso do reino animal é o humano da Flórida.
Meu Deus. E quem tá do outro lado não tá vendo nada?
Now the first animal you guys are here to see, we are currently in their habitat. It looks like we have a couple little ladies on the driver's side, and I'm sure we'll have some all throughout. These are our Nyala antelope. Now I did specify that these are our little ladies, and that's because the Nyala are a highly sexually dimorphic animal. That means that if there were a male out here, he'd look like a very different species.
Tá falando do bicho, né? O que ele faz, o que ele come, né?
Tá falando que o macho parece ser de outra espécie. Ela é bem diferente.
Cadê ele?
Não sei. Vai ter o dobro do tamanho. Vai ter um pelo cinza. Vai ter esse tipo. Ele não tem.
Tem nenhum aqui?
Não. Tinha um machinho, um ano ele fez 6 filhotes e acho que era segundo.
Ah, é? Coitado. O trenzinho aí, ó.
Now I don't know if anybody got to see the Nyala, or if you noticed their little white stripes on the side. That is called disruptive coloration. That actually does help animals when they have stripes. It keeps predators from being able to see one cohesive statement. So it does break up their silhouette, helping them to be able to hide a little better. All right, we're still holding on. We're good. just a little while, but in the meantime, you just got to hear me run my mouth about some more stuff, okay? Now the first thing I'm going to point out is going to be this little toasted marshmallow that we see over here on the passenger side. That toasted marshmallow is actually called an 8-ax or an addax. It is the most critically endangered animal that you're going to see on the safari, and the most critically endangered mammal that you will see in Busch Gardens. There was a 2016 aerial view that showed only 3 of them in their respective area. That same area used to have thousands of them. Currently, there are a little over 100 sitting out in nature. And they are a desert-dwelling species. Now, while we're stopped, you guys can totally get to the side, okay? The 8-ax are a desert-dwelling species, so they have specialized digestive systems to help them go virtually their entire adult lives without ever drinking from a body of water. Because of that, they're going to graze at night or first thing in the morning, and then their digestive systems are going to pull all of that moisture from the food that they're eating, and then they have 20 little sacs that line their stomach where all of that moisture will be held, so when they are thirsty, they're going to pull from that. Now, right beside them, you are going to see one of our species of zebra. This is our Grevy's zebra. Now, the Grevy's are the largest of the 3 species of zebra. And pay attention to their stripes. Their stripes are very, very thin, and they don't go all the way around their belly. That is specific to this species of zebra. I specify that because we do have another species of zebra we're going to be seeing in just a little bit that are on the other side. We have our plains zebra that look very, very different. All right, everybody go and get back to the side for me. Go ahead and hold on. Perfect. We're good. I know, I wish I had giant horns to be able to do that too. I did tell you guys when we first got over here that the 8-ax look a lot like a toasted marshmallow. You notice they do have that tiny bit of brown on their fur. That is actually the residual of their winter coat. They are in the midst of losing that. So in the winter, they get a pretty dark, not dark, but like a dark-ish brown overcoat. And the closer to summer we get, the more they are going to shed that. In the next few weeks, they're actually going to be stark white. All right, so hold on. You're good. Now we are going to head over to rhino territory. So keep your eyes peeled. If you don't see them, you might smell them. You know, either way, we'll get an experience. Now this giant rock over here to the driver's side is actually the habitat to our black rhino. She has an entire island to herself. Her name is Miss Jody. She's the oldest black rhino in North America. Now, it looks deceiving because there's a rhino way back there. Those are a white rhino, not our black rhino. The white rhino are special. They are a social species of rhino. They're the only social species of rhino. So I said Miss Jody has this island to herself. That's because she's a solitary species. It is her preference to be alone. But the white rhino are a social species, so they do like to be in a group, also known as a crash. Everybody hold on for me? We're good. Alright, so I did say a group of rhino is called a crash. Actually, let's rewind a little bit. You notice those white rhino. They're not white, they're actually gray. And if you were to see our black rhino, which she's probably not going to come out, she's very old and she likes how pulled down her rock is. But you would notice she's not black, she's gray. All rhinos are gray. They're not named off of the colors of their skin. White was actually a misinterpretation of the word wide, because white rhino have wide upper lips. And so it was a misinterpretation, and from that they started naming the rhinos. Now, I learned it all here. So these guys over here, it's hard to see why they're far away, but hopefully we'll get a little closer to Tombo or male up here, and you'll see that his upper lip looks a lot like a square. That is because these guys are grazers, where Miss Jody, the black rhino, is a browser. She eats from plants and trees, which is why she likes to be by herself. The white rhino are grazers. Now, while we are over here, I'm going to get a little bit more quiet because rhino have terrible vision, so they have incredible hearing. I don't want to startle Tombo, although he is pretty used to us. Yeah, while we're stopping, if you guys want to move, please do. So this over here is Tombo. I know that for a couple of reasons. Number one, in every crash of rhino, there is only one male. Because of that, raiders run this place. They do typically ban him temporarily when he has acted up or done something that they do not like. So he is the one that you are going to see by himself most often. But secondly, his horn is the shortest horn of all of the adult rhinos that we have. Now, does anybody know what rhino horns are made out of?
Ah, aquilo lá é tudo fêmea e esse é o macho.
Some people know, that's okay. You can give the answer.
Ele fica isolado e que elas não deixam ele chegar perto.
I know, but I heard you say it earlier.
Or medicinal. It is not. It is literally just a giant fingernail that is on their face. Okay, it is nothing special about it. But because of that, the same way that we like to file down our fingernails, they do that with their horns. So Tombo keeps his very, very short because the male rhinos do spar the most often. Sparring is a mating ritual that these guys will do, where they essentially push each other back and forth. That is how Tombo is going to ask our ladies on a date. He's going to go up to them, he's going to like test the waters, and they're going to push each other back and forth. Now, if a lady allows him to win, that is her way of being like, okay, we can do this. Now, if she does not allow him to win, that is her way of saying, absolutely not, you're not strong enough for me. That is exactly it. Tombo, although he is very large, he's actually very, very small for a white rhino male. Most males get upwards of 6,000 pounds. Tombo is a tiny, tiny 4,000 pounds. So he is very small for a white rhino. When he first came to Busch Gardens, everybody go and hold on for me. Perfect. Thank you. We're good. When he first came to Busch Gardens, our three ladies were like, he's a little small, isn't he? And they didn't have anything to do with him for a little bit. They very quickly realized
Mentira, elas não gostaram dele porque ele é pequeno e isolaram ele.
Yeah, he's a very handsome boy.
Ah, coitado.
Look at this small. So he
Devia dar couro nela tudo.
On a poaching list of some sort. Now I don't know the specifics of it, but he was safe from a poaching list. That is why he is in Busch Gardens. So he was not going to have a very happy outcome had he not come along. And like I said, he's the only option for the three ladies. They love him now.
Acho que eu vou nesse e pronto. Não, mas não vou ficar nem mostrar o arroz se você não esperar. Esquece.
So it looks like right up there on a hill, you are going to see our greater kudu. Now they are super elusive. They literally never come out. If you ever see them, it's just their little eyeballs poking through the trees right back there. So the fact that they're up on the hill and you're actually going to see them is pretty cool. They are the tallest of the antelope species. They really just look a lot like the Niola that we saw at the front, except they're just a little bit taller, a little bit lighter. They're more of like a dark blue as opposed to that really rich brown color that the ladies up front are. Just beyond that, you're going to see our common ostrich. We have two ostrich on this side of the belt. We have Dolly and Lily. Dolly is named after Dolly Parton. She does have more feathers.
Ó, essa zebra é diferente, ela tem lista na barriga, aquela outra não
We
tinha.
have Lily as well. Now, ostrich are really fascinating. They're the only two-toed bird.
Sim, um cavalo
And I know that
africano.
sounds like that's not that cool, but those two toes help them to be the fastest two-legged animal.
Busanfa, por isso que
Ostriches
tem gruda aí.
40 miles an
Matar um
hour.
trem desse, como deve ser
Super
difícil pra leão.
fascinating. All right, right here's our common zebra. You notice the difference in these common
Zebra
zebras. Again,
como-
you guys can move every time we stop. I want you to see everything. You guys might notice that these common zebra, the stripes are very, very different from the Grevy's zebra we saw on the other side. The common zebra, their stripes are very thick. They go all the way around their belly, and as it gets toward their backside, it's a little bit thicker, and they are more horizontal. Now the theory is that is to help with the illusion that their backside is bigger than their stomach. So if there were a predator that were to see that from afar, he would see that as the big meaty area, and if he were to attack, that's where he would go, being to preserve their vital organs. But zebras are also most closely related to donkeys, and you all know with donkeys, the bigger the butt, the harder the kick. So a big old butt in front of a lion could very easily get a
Vem
dislocated
aqui, pula ali em cima, pensa.
Now, do you have a question? What color are zebras?
Ela tá falando agora.
What color are they? What color are zebras?
Que cor que é a
I'm
zebra?
settling the debate. It's all a big debate. What we got?
É um grande debate.
Ah,
Black and white,
ninguém
white
sabe.
and black, and you have
Cada um
a
enxerga de um jeito.
Look at the tip of their mane and the tip of their tail. What color do you see?
Brown.
Pra
It's
mim
a
ela é
big fat lie that they're black and white. They're brown and white.
Brown.
The same way that when we have a cup of coffee and it's got no cream and sugar, and we call it black coffee, right? That's exactly what happens to their hair. It is very, very compacted brown. That's exactly it. And if you were to pluck those hairs, which I do not recommend you do, because zebras are not nice. But if you were to pluck them, you would see that they are brown. Now, if you were to shave these zebras, again, don't recommend it. They're not very nice. They like to bite, they like to kick. But if you were to shave them, you would actually see that those stripes do not transfer to their skin. They do not have true stripes like a tiger does. Yeah, like a Dalmatian. A lot of animals do have those true stripes.
Pra mim ela é branca com preto, porque ali os brancos sobrando e os pretos no listro.
Se você raspar a zebra, ela é marrom por baixo.
Inteira?
Perfect. We're good. Meu Deus. Now, does anybody know what a group of zebras are?
Busch deve ser
No, that's lions. So when you have a crash rhino, we have a dazzle. Now right over here we do have our common wildebeest, or our blue wildebeest, also known as the common gnu or the blue gnu. You can call it whatever you want. These guys are the leader of the Great Migration. The wildebeest and the common zebra are known to be the best friends out in nature, because about 2 million of those wildebeest lead about 500,000 of those zebras, and they're walking around Africa chasing the water. Unlike the 8-ax on the other side, who doesn't need that water every day to survive, like we talked about, these guys do. They do have to drink from a watering source. So the wildebeest have nice long noses to help them to be able to smell the rain. Now, when you have almost 3 million animals walking around in a big circle, it's not big and orderly. So because of that, a group of wildebeest is called a confusion, because they look very confused walking around in a big fat circle. Now the wildebeest do have a really cool adaptation to help them with life. So in a matter of 3 weeks, about 400,000 wildebeest babies get added to the Great Migration. But even cooler than that, those mamas are going to give birth with the feet first, and that is so if they were to have a predator or any kind of danger, they're actually going to pause their labor. They're actually going to pause their labor. They can pause their labor for 3 hours and flee a predator. And then they can resume their birth, and once those babies come out, those babies can start walking with them in 7 minutes. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
Sombrinha, graças a Deus.
Alright, looks like that's all we're going to see on this side. So, that means we're going to the other side, which means we're going back to our giraffe interaction.
Agora a gente vai interagir com a girafa.
With that, I do have one very, very important rule, and I like to say while I'm over here, because I still got you guys' attention, and that is we are not allowed to touch the giraffe, okay? We're going to keep our hands to ourselves. Now they can touch you, and they are going to touch you, okay? You cannot touch them back. They are a prey species. They do not like animal, or they do not like hands on them. All animals like to be fed. Not all animals like to be touched. So if I were to give you guys some pizza and then come right behind you and do this, you're not going to like it, right? So they don't like it. So please keep your hands to yourself, okay? We're good. Now that being said, like they're going to go with another business. We can swear that. They do get all of your business. They're So with that,
eu sempre tomo, já tô acostumada. Tomei em todo lugar que faz isso, eu tomo bronca. Vai ser só mais pra minha lista.
Não grita, não pode.
Eu vou gritar. Não, vou passar a mão.
Next to that, I know, looks like one of our white rhinos like, hey, Jody, what you doing? Now, giraffes are also browsers like Miss Jody. The difference is they have long necks. They do eat trees, okay? So when I hand you guys your lettuce, hold it up tall. Act like a tree, okay? Be a tree for them. We're good. Try not to hold it down low. We don't want their necks in the truck because it doesn't feel good to them. And we don't want them to hurt their necks, but we also don't want to teach them to hurt the truck. So please hold it up tall.
Você é cuidador, ó.
Try our best to keep this little area cleared out just so Megan can get her photos and I can get everybody their lettuce. We have plenty of lettuce to go around. I just want to make sure that everybody is taken care of. And then one last little tidbit, and then I'll shut up. We do have a baby out here. Her name is Sedora. She is very, very cute. She's actually standing over there by that truck. If Sedora comes over to our truck, I'm telling you guys now because I will lose your focus once the giraffes are close. do not turn your back to Sedora. I'm going to let you know, okay, if she comes over. She is learning. She's literally in grad school right now. She's only 3 years old. So we're going to do a little space that she's in. And I just want to remind you guys not to turn your back to her, okay? Because she is very sweet, but she is still learning her manners. She's just like a toddler. Ela vai ver o que é bom. They do throw it to her. She will try to lick you. Okay?
Vai tentar de uma machucadinha.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and give all the littles their lettuce. Hold up top. This one here is Petite. Hold up top.
Amor,
All right, now just turn around. Here you go. Here you go. Hold it up tall. Here you go.
Alto.
So we got Petite over here on the passenger side. The driver's side, we have Patty and Bernie.
Olha aí.
Hi, Petite.
Que legal.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Excuse me, so I get the lettuce. Did you get your lettuce?
Pode pôr a mão nela.
Did you get your first piece? I did. Okay, just making sure. There we go. Of course.
Hey, Dad.
There you go.
Dessa vez ela não viu, eu levei não.
Sorry.
Vou pôr de novo.
There you go. Of course.
Não gostou, você viu? Ela fechou a cabeça e deu tremelique.
Megan, where are you going to want to do photos?
Probably in this back corner.
All right, once everybody gives out their first pieces of lettuce, we're going to do group photos really quick, okay? So we're going to start in this back corner. Here, Patty. We're going to start in this back corner. You actually currently have a family here. So Petite's the mom, Bernie is the older brother, and then Patty is the youngest. We're going to start with you guys in the corner. How many are in your group? 6. So all 6 of you, if you will stay back there, and everybody else, if you will shift towards the front of the truck, I'm going to hold their heads up. Yep, everybody try to shift this way for me. Perfect. I'm going to hand
Na cabeça dela porque tem comida. Amor,
take
tipo
it. On the count of 3, you're going to hold it up tall and smile, okay? Megan, whenever you're ready.
All right, you can hold it up.
You got it? All right, guys, if you 6 will shift this way, you guys want to go next?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to hold them up. As I'm holding them up, please try to shift through. Perfect, I know it's a lot. And then if you want to get to the front, I'll let you go next. Is it just you? All right, if you guys will keep shifting for me.
Yeah, I kind of get scared.
Vem aqui, amor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you guys will keep shifting, fill in this dead space for me just while we're doing the photos. Thank you guys so much. I know they got long necks. They will get all these things fine. All right, you ready? On the count of 3, hold it up tall. You ready? 1, 2, 3, up tall and smile. Got it? Awesome. If you guys want to go back around, so are you going to go ahead and go next? Perfect. All right, guys, if you guys will shift over that way, perfect. And then you guys that are next, want to shift forward.
Traz o cara, amor.
Ela me beijou.
All right, guys, keep on shifting for me, please. Oh, product. Everybody, if you will shift over so we can keep filling the next.
O que você tá mandando eu sair que eu fiquei?
Ela tá falando pra girar.
Look up at me. Got it.
Eu não entendo.
Try to get right there, dude. You got it. Count of 3, hold it up tall. 1, 2, 3.
Eu não entendo nada,
Tá bom.
Got it?
Ah, ir lá pra tirar foto? Quem vai
Ela tá
tirar?
falando, faz.
Ó, tira.
Who has not had their photos? All right, go ahead and shift up for
Vamos,
me.
vai.
Oh my God.
All
Oh my
right, go
God.
under, please.
De baixo, abaixo.
Go under. There we go. Perfect.
Como tira?
Is it just the 2 of you?
Yeah.
All right, I need you to move. Sorry. It's okay. Hold it behind your back.
Bora. Traz as costas.
There we go. Behind your back. Behind your back.
Traz as costas, amor. Traz o alface, amor.
I don't understand. Cacete.
On the count of 3, hold it up tall and
foto, amor.
smile. 1, 2, 3. Hold it up tall.
That's the baby.
Yeah, that's the baby. We are going to give her a little bit of the bubble. Who still needs their photos? All right, if you guys will shift up and just stay over to the other side.
Which one's the baby?
This one.
It was hairy.
You guys need your photos? Excuse us.
Meu Deus, tomou 2 da girafa.
Stay right in
Hey
the
kids, look how like me, I'm gonna take it real quick.
You know, I'm gonna embrace that one for sure.
try to get it. You could just
Look at me, Braddock. Or I'll look at Heather.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, hold it up tall.
I don't think Braddock was overthrown. No, he wasn't. Braddock, that would have been perfect, bud.
Got it?
I can't do it now.
Does anybody still need their photos? No, perfect. If you guys want to spread back out, try to leave this little corner clear.
There's always one.
There's always one. That's all right.
All right, let me go.
Well, no,
one
'cause that
more
was a
hand.
perfect
That is
one.
for you, Patty. Get out of here.
What?
Right, I'm gonna get through, guys, so I can get the lettuce.
Just trying to sneak it.
Perfect.
Vai porrada.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, look at us kids.
All right, guys. Here we go. Say, don't turn your back. Yep, she's the only one you can't turn your back to. Here you go.
Okay, look. How you go? Braddock,
baby. Here, baby.
Braddock, look at me. Otto, look at me.
Isso é chato, hein, meu? Nossa.
Hello. Hi.
One of them.
She wants to hug.
Hold it the other way, baby.
Tira você as fotos,
Yeah,
menino.
that's her saying she doesn't want it. So let's get another one, okay?
Girl, Braddock.
Scary.
Kaya, Otto.
All right, who still hasn't got their pieces? Perfect. Here we go. You're welcome. Here we guys. Make sure you guys get all of your photos. Because after this, we will probably have to head out.
Caesar salad, here it comes.
Right?
You don't like my hair, dude.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Good.
It's not
La, la,
Here you
la.
go.
Oh, no.
Here you go.
no, you just that was cool.
Here you go. All right, did everybody get their first pieces? Or those last pieces? Awesome.
I didn't get one. Sorry.
You didn't? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a picture.
Got it. All right, Sedora, Miss Man. All right, everybody, do me a favor. Go ahead and get to this side.
How
Hold
fast does it go from
on.
there all the way down? How fast?
All right. And I need you to put your hands up. Let them know you don't have any more.
No more. Sorry. No more. Braddock, smile with a jaw.
Perfect. All right, everybody, go ahead and hold on for me. I need everybody to hold on for me. Perfect. You guys got to watch your head on the way out, okay? They're not going to watch it for you. You ready? Everybody hold on for me, please. I can only keep them for just a second.
Hold him.
All right, we're good.
Bye, guys. Look for the next salad.
Bye. All right. How was that? I told you guys they were going to get all my commitments. I did not like to.
I didn't do my stuff.
Y'all ain't fed me, I ain't moving.
The dress behind you.
Ela me deu 2 beijos, a mulher ficou com nojo. Você filmou ela me dando beijo?
Alright, so you guys might have noticed they're talking like a weird color, right? That's additional belly.
That's the only thing I didn't get. I got the kids now and I got you guys.
That is additional belly.
I don't know what feeding is, but I got you with it.
She'll like come over and then she'll be like, no, you just walk away. So I don't even that one, well, okay, wait, let me keep going. So melanin does help them with the side. Side note, everybody asks, how can we tell them apart? Okay, so I like to give you guys chest. It looks like she had a six-pack, the way that her squares lined up. I'm not calling her power belly. And then Bernie is the tallest. We also have the perfect butterfly. Doris is the smallest. She has like a little janky butterfly. Tahiti on one side has the Nightmare Before Christmas. And then Patty
Ela
has
me deu 2 lambidas.
butterfly, but on the
Ela me deu uma lambida e depois me deu outra. A mulher do lado fez, ai, que nojo.
Another thing about the dog, you might have noticed they wrap all the way around the
A língua
leg.
dela é áspera.
Instead of just like grabbing it like a dog would,
E não é
right?
molhada.
That's because they have a
É diferente.
which means it's finger-like. So everything that we use our hands for, they use their tongues for. The same way their
Esses são
monkeys,
os
everything that they
dedos
have,
dela,
a lot of monkeys
a
will
língua.
use their bills for everything, right? So they have a prehensile tongue. I mean, a prehensile tail. We're good.
É louco. Legal esse lupinho.
Vai mesmo. Olha lá onde aquele negócio tá indo. Olha como é que ele vai descer. Nem fudendo. É isso. Olha a altura desse negócio.
Muito legal, né? Essas daqui vai perder a chance.
Ok.
Perder a chance de ir numas montanhas russas topíssimas. Que nem no cheiro tem no Brasil isso aqui.
Meu Deus. Ainda. Ele para ali. Meu Deus do céu.
Para o quê?
Aquela montanha russa para.
Ali, ó.
We're good. Well, you're way more than I am saying. I should have said, can you
Era pra eu botar a face atrás pra ela baixar a cabeça pra tirar foto? Era pra eu colocar o face atrás de mim pra ela baixar a cabeça pra tirar foto?
Isso, pra preparar pra foto.
Eu não entendo.
Eu te falei, eu falei 3 vezes, coloca atrás, coloca atrás, coloca atrás. Você dá piti.
Eu repeti não, só falei não tô entendendo.
Falei 3 vezes, você
Era pra isso? Você botou ela baixou a cabeça?
não, você estava escondendo o negócio dela. Aí quando ela fala, agora faz assim e dá risada. Tira foto.
Que eu dou a hora que eu quero. Ainda bem que eu não entendo mesmo. Que é bom que eu não entendo, que eu faço tudo que eu quero. É uma delícia não entender essa porra.
É muito bom.
Vamos fazer inglês é o caralho.
Isso aí.
Fazer o que eu quero. E fingir não, mostrar que eu não tô entendendo, ninguém briga. Sou gringa, meu filho. Eu sou gringa. Me respeita.
32 minutos de passeio.
Eu gostei, você gostou?
Gostei.
Perfect. Let's give Alexis a round of applause.